Alright, so here she is. If anybody ever seen an episode of Roadkill, we're gonna see what happens. Bought this 2003 Yukon. Friend picked it up. The shifter cable broke, parking brake cable broke. Other than that, it seems to be in pretty good shape. Runs and drives. Got the 6-liter in it. And now we're gonna road trip this thing 900 miles back to my house. We'll see how it goes. Might go good. Probably will go good. Probably will. She runs strong. Only got 136,000 miles on it, so that part of it's gonna be good. Or this is gonna be a true episode of Roadkill and it's gonna take me 4 days to drive 900 miles. We'll see. Keep you updated along the way. So we're about, what is that? 85 plus 40, about 120 miles in. Still rocking on strong in Indiana. Whatever's going on over there, there's an entire section of red lights, like, I don't know, towers or something that just keep going off in the distance. Really weird, because as far as you can see, there's these random red flashing lights of towers. Somebody broke down on the side of the road. Surprised it isn't me this time, actually. But she is rocking on strong so far. No issues. Let's hope it stays that way. We only got about another, 700 miles to go. No, 800 miles to go. Whew. But one step at a time, right? Well, a little update. We made it through Nashville, about halfway to Chattanooga. Still running good. Haven't had any problems, actually. Surprisingly enough, knock on wood. Did grab a few hours of sleep. Let's see if we can make it down to the house. Cut through the mountains here. It's always kind of pretty out here. It's probably like Tennessee, Kentucky, Appalachian Mountains. Or hills, as some people like to call them. Yeah, keep on chugging along. A mile at a time. Well, we made it almost to Atlanta. Looking great as always. Running a lot better than it looks though. Over here at Buc-ee's. Because, gotta stop at a Buc-ee's if you can. This place is massive. 120 gas pumps. That's a lot of gas. The store in there might as well be a small Walmart with a food court in it. It's crazy. Alright, we got about 300 miles to go. Wonder if I lose more rust, if I'll get better gas mileage. Or maybe, a little worse aerodynamics. But I'll get there. Weight savings and stuff. Been an interesting trip. A little bit longer than I was hoping it'd be, but it is what it is. And last 300 miles, knock it out. Well, we made it. 945 miles later, and I really don't even want to know how many hours. All in one piece. Well, probably lost a few pieces along the way, but weight reduction. You don't need those. Do you really need that panel there? I don't think so. Overrated. But glad that's done. Now I can get in the house and relax for a little while. So it didn't quite turn out to be the roadkill trip. In fact, it actually went perfect. Not one problem, one issue, nothing. She ran anywhere from 65 to about 90 the whole way. Got about 15 miles to the gallon, though. That's a thing. She definitely likes her gas, but, she's a big old girl. But that's it for now. Alright, next day, recovered from that trip. Get a little better look at this thing. She's definitely got some problems. I mean, you know, you just... Did you really need that? That's unimportant, right? Don't need any of that. Weight reduction. But otherwise, this thing is in really, really good shape. Didn't have one single issue with it the whole drive home. 950 miles. Really clean. Put that out of there, put that down. Glove box. Power everything. Everything in this thing pretty much works. The window switch over there on the master side doesn't work. But all the windows individually work. I mean, it's only got 133,000 on it now, so, you know, she hasn't been used too much on the inside. Seat setup, radio works great. All the fancy pinnacle of early 2000s technology. Old headphone jack so you can listen in the back. And with a good cleanup, the interior would probably be spotless. It's the exterior that is the problem. This thing doesn't actually have too many problems with it. The number of problems are not great. It's the size of the problems that's the issue. That's gone. Cancer all through here. All these rocker panels. You can definitely tell this was a northern, I picked it up out of Chicago, obviously, truck. And she is just rusted. So, gotta figure out what I actually want to do with it. Part of me is like, just gut the interior and use it as a tow pig, throw things around, beat up on it. Outside's already shot, obviously. Part of me is like, cut it all a piece, do something crazy like hack off right here at the B-pillar and just make a flat bed and weld in a wall right there, make like a half truck. The other half of me is like, rip the entire body off, put a new cab out here on the end of the frame rail and just create some custom truck thing. I'm really, probably no matter what I do, gonna put it on a lift. At least like 3 or 4 inch lift and like some 35s. It's 4-wheel drive, might as well, right? But she towed great. Well, she didn't tow great, she drove great. What I understand, she tows great too. 6 liter humming along good in that 4L80. I haven't confirmed yet, but my RPMs on the highway, I suspect this thing's got a set of 410s in it. Because 65 in overdrive is still turning about 2,400 RPMs, so somewhere along the way, she's spinning something pretty fast. Have to do a little bit of VIN number research on this thing. But, I mean, for what it is, I don't think that opens. No, that's a solid piece. Oh wait, it did. Yeah. I mean, everything works. Can't find anything in this vehicle that doesn't work like it should, like it did years ago. With her massive 40-gallon gas tank. Thought the gas gauge was broken when I first started driving. The needle wasn't moving. Then I realized that's because it's 10 miles for every quarter tank. And I just hadn't got it to move yet. I think we averaged 15 on the drive. Was 16, but by the end of it, well, we hit Atlanta traffic and I started doing about 80 plus to get home a little faster. I was tired. Used up 10% of the engine oil life on this trip. Brand new oil change when I got it. So, that's a thing. But, I don't know what I'm going to decide to do with it just yet. I guess right now, just at least clean it up a little bit. Patch together what we need to and figure it out from there. Luckily, it's not that big a deal right now, but definitely a project canvas. We'll see what happens. I don't think there's enough salvageable material here to use it as like a daily driver. Throwing this in just the daily field might not be the best idea. I mean, these rocker panels are very shot. Very, very shot. Quarter panel's easy. All right, you can replace that fender, no problem. But the rest of the body, it's all one piece, unfortunately, so I don't know. See what happens. Throw some brakes on it. Throw a lift and some tires on it first off, and see what we do from there. Huh?